your permission. Parashat Shlach. This is the tragedy of Am Israel. And we're still here, and we're not in Eretz Israel, and Mashiach is not here, and we don't have Bet HaMikdash. It's all because this is parasha. So the Torah tells us this week's parasha that Hashem told Moshe, Shlach lecha anashim. We are two at Eretz Canaan. Says the Gemara, this week's parasha starts really in the middle of a conversation. That Am Israel came to Moshe Rabbeinu and told Moshe Rabbeinu, Yishlecha anashim yachperu lanu et haaretz. Let's send some people and to check Eretz Israel. What to check Eretz Israel? Says the Gemara that told Moshe Rabbeinu, Hashem said, we're going to get to Eretz Israel and we're going to find Eretz Israel very, very nice. In the meantime, the nations in Eretz Israel, they heard that we're coming and they hide all the fortunes. Let's go and look now for the fortune. What kind of excuse is this? Says the Gemara, Moshe went to HaKadosh Baruch Hu and asked him this question. They have a request from Am Israel. They want to go to Eretz Israel to look around for the fortune where the Goyim are hiding right now. Says the Gemara, Hashem did not answer Moshe. Now, after last week's parasha, that Miriam spoke Lashon Hara about Moshe Rabbeinu, then immediately Hashem told Moshe, do you remember? You asked me to send some spies. They want to check Eretz Israel. I didn't answer you. I answer you now. If you want now, send them. But I'm telling you, something might happen. Something might happen. So, ויטב בעיני הדבר, ולא בעיני הקדוש ברוך הוא. Says the Gemara, Moshe said, I like the idea. Hashem said, I don't think it's a good idea. But I'm telling you, if you want, shlach lecha. You want to do it, do it. I tell you, it's not good. But Moshe could not stand in front of Am Israel. They kept begging him and demanding from him, let's send people. Hashem said, okay, Moshe, what do you want to say? Moshe said, okay, let me say what I think, Chayehim. I swear, Hashem said, they're going to have a big mistake. Forget about it. But they're not going to listen anyway, right? Let them go. Says the Gemara, why did Hashem wait till now? Says the Gemara, after what happened to Miriam, Hashem had hope that the spies will come back, they will not say any bad things. Simple explanation after this all happened to Miriam. Miriam spoke against Moshe. And what happened? She got tzara. She was expelled out of the camp. She was locked out of the camp for 7 days. So the Gemara said they should have learned from her. הרשעים הללו ראו ולא לקחו מוסר. The Gemara calls them רשעים, the wicked ones. On the contrary, כולם אנשים ראשי בני ישראל המה, says the Gemara, אותה שעה צדיקים היו. Hashem told Moshe which one to take. Says the Gemara, the top of Am Israel. Those spies were not just simple people. They just went to a training center to be a spy. Lama Nashim, the holiest. And Hashem told Moshe, take this one, take this one. Kulam Nashim tzadikim. In the meantime, the Gemara calls them already Reshaim. Maybe because at the end of the story it's going to be Reshaim. So comes the Torah and says that Hashem told Moshe, send some people, hopefully they'll come back, they won't fall in the trap. The Torah tells you the story. They go to Eretz Israel upon Moshe's guidance, tells them where to go, what to look for. They come back, they said, well, let us give you information. 12 spies, 10 out of 12, they come back and said, no, it's not for us. I says the nations are very strong, the people are giants, too many funerals we saw, the fruits are different. We don't think it's for us. Says the Torah that Am Yisrael heard the report and they said, forget about it, it's not for us. So let's go back to Egypt. In a way, you look at it, think about it. The people that came 2 years ago out of Egypt, after their hard slavery and hard life, no training, cannot fight anybody, tired, no houses, wandering in the desert. Somebody comes and tells me, listen, where are you going? So I'm going to Israel. So you're going to Israel? You have tanks? Phantom 27? You have missiles? Millions of people waiting over there to fight you. 31 kings, the Nabi says. 31 kings. You're all tired, little babies, children, wives. What's your reaction? So he said, you know what? I want to stay alive. I'll go back to Egypt. Of course, it's not the best thing in the world, but it's not the worst thing in the world. It's not the golden calf. It's not something against Hashem on the surface. So let's go back to Egypt. Okay, Hashem is very upset. He tells Moshe, forget about it. That's it. Hayani, Hashem swears, they're going to die in the desert. They don't want to go to Israel, forget about it. Let them die here. No Egypt, no nothing. You die in the desert. Says the Mishnah, in Masechet Erachim, you should know, Am Yisrael made so-called 10 mistakes in the desert. And the worst of the worst is Lashon Hara. What they said, they came back, said about Eretz Israel, even though it's not exactly Lashon Hara. See, says the Gemara, look. Hashem waited and waited, complained, golden calf, complained. Hashem waived everything. Now, Hashem said, it's all over, finished. Maybe some explanation is the straw that broke the camel's back, maybe, but the Mishnah doesn't sound like this. It sounds Lashon Hara is very bad, that Hashem does not forgive about. He says, what is it Lashon Hara? And they happen to have a right reason not to go to Eretz Israel. I mean, this was the purpose of the spies. They didn't come say stories that never happened.